That's a good win for us right there. Win's a win. We'll take it, give them credit. That's a very good football team. We knew that coming in, though. I mean, they're 5-1 on the season. Probably top undefeated in that conference. Really top team, it looks like, in that conference. And like everybody else, we've played good football teams so far this season. But it's great to be 3-3 at this point of the season. Obviously, you probably like to be a little bit better, but it's pretty good to be 3-3, and we'll take it. Go ahead.
After a good explosive first half, did the Bowling Green do anything different defensively, or is this a rhythm, get out of rhythm in the second half?
No. I mean, we got a lot of penalties. We got a lot of missed blocks. You know, we were really banged up front all week. We didn't have, I'd say I think at one point we had 6 starters out on the offensive line. 6 guys that have started games out when we went into practice this week. You had Gabe Jackson out. You had Ben Beckwith out. Justin Malone out. Tobias Smith out. Charles Sidaway out. Blaine Clausell out for most of the week in practice. So Blaine didn't play at all tonight. The rest of the guys kind of limped through the game, and but we gotta find a way to make some corrections and and figure out to get some combinations together. I know it's a position we felt that we had some depth coming into the season. Obviously, it's been devastated by injury with Tobias not playing and Justin Malone out for the year, and we've kind of held together. But now that depth that you had going in is now no longer depth, and when you start to get banged up, it shows.
Dan, fourth and 3 from the 8. What was the decision made in going through there?
Yeah, I wanted to score. Wanted to put the ball in Dak's hands. I thought he was playing pretty well, running the ball pretty well. Figured that was a good opportunity for us to try to finish off the game. Didn't go exactly as I planned, but that was our decision.
Can you talk about the last defensive possession, how you all was able to get a stop?
Yeah, it was great. We tell our guys, I don't know that we played a great defensive game tonight, for the duration, but I got a lot of trust in our guys on defense. We got to trust in guys that need to make plays, step up at key moments to make plays. We talked about finishing the game. We needed to finish the game. And I'll tell you what, one thing we did tonight was finish the game.
Before you led right into it, Dan, do you feel like you finished a football game?
Absolutely.
Do you feel like the time kind of ran out on Bowling Green?
Absolutely. It didn't run out on them. We had the ball back. We just ran out the clock right there at the very end of the game. We were being pretty conservative right there, but we were moved. I think we moved the ball fairly well most of the evening. So I wanted to take a shot right there at the end, and you guys would have been, holy cow! You went for it on 4th and 4, and you threw the ball and tried to run out the clock, you dummy. Unless we hit it, and then you would have said, oh, he was pretty smart, and then they would have probably gone down and scored and gone for 2 and tied the game, and I would have been dumb again. I'm not saying just you, I'm saying the millions and millions.
On that last drive, even though you didn't get points, you had some guys that haven't been known to step up and make some plays, like Joe Morrow did make some tough catches as well.
Yeah, well, when you look, it's a lot of our skill positions are young football players right now. Perk's experience, I thought Perk played pretty well. Just about everybody else is kind of a new face out there. And, and so the guys had to step up and make plays, and they did. And, for the most part, I thought they did a good job of doing it.
Can you talk about how important this bye week is as you all get prepared for the latter part of your season?
Well, it's always huge. The opportunity right now when you're a little bit banged up, where we are right now, which you always can't control injuries. It always gives you an opportunity to get a little bit healthy. But we got a game. It's kind of a pseudo bye week, right? I think we had 11 days, and then we play, and then we get another mini break from a Thursday night game after that.
If you looked in the second half with the 3rd and 7 that turned to 3rd and 12, the missed field goal, not punching it in the 4th down, if that was finishing, how much better can you guys finish?
Well, we can always get better. Our goal is to get better every single week. Our goal is to get better at everything we do every single week. When we look at players, hey, did you perform better? What did you do better this week than you did last week? One thing I guess, we got to look at. We got to get better at our 2-minute defense before the end of the half. Those are huge, huge possessions. I think that's the 3rd time this year. Twice it's to me, been a factor in the outcome of the game. that we give up late second quarter touchdowns. You know, I mean, those are things we have to improve on. You know, I mean, we wanted to get the backs more involved. We got the backs a little bit more involved with Perkett and having a pretty good night, you know, running the football. We spread the ball around to a bunch of different receivers and guys made plays. We still got to do a better job. You know, I mean, we missed some reads at the quarterback position tonight. And we're only 1 of 3, you know, third downs. Some of those are probably a little conservative calls as the game went on and trying to set up fourth down situations, but we still didn't convert on fourth down, which is bad. So all those little things we look and get better at. But you know what? It's a win and a finish with a win, and that to me is the most important part.
So Will Redmond, I thought, had a decent game tonight in his first ever game. He makes a tackle on his first kickoff return.
Yeah, you know, I mean, I'm sure he's pretty excited to be out there. He's been waiting for a long time to go play, but
Made the deflection on fourth down.
yeah, he. You know, I mean, I give him a lot of credit. You know, I mean, he's had to deal with an awful lot of stuff and a lot of different pressure. And you know what? He's handled it. For a guy that, in his mind, you know, wanted to play for a year and a half, he's been giving us good looks on the scout. He was on the scout team until this week, and had opportunity to go into the game a little bit, get his feet wet, make some plays, and he did. And he's handled his business in the classroom. He's kind of. I think he's done I'm proud of how he's been able to handle everything, and now hopefully he has some smooth sailing the rest of his career.
After Bowling Green scored their second quarter touchdown, you had 4 minutes, you went to the up-tempo, and Dak really made it work for a touchdown.
Yeah, that was big for us. You know, we gotta look. We might do a little bit more up-tempo stuff as we move forward, but you know, you also got to be careful. You know, we want time of possession. When you start to do that, you start to lose time of possession. You're gonna have to start playing more snaps on defense, and you know, like especially a night like tonight, it's always tough. You'd love to kind of do more, and then you're looking at all the walking injured people that we have. You know, tonight. You know, I think Preston Smith defense. Preston Smith didn't play; he was out tonight. Jamerson Love was out. Bohanna went out. I think they said he's going to be done now, probably for his career. But we'll see. Maybe at least for the season, they you know, with a concussion, I'd imagine at this point. You know, and then you got other guys hobbling and limping around out there. So, you know, with a lot of youth in the secondary. You know, I mean, again, you look at a game like this and think, let's go up tempo, and they're going to try to make a comeback right there. Our starting free safety's out for the year, and our starting corner for a young secondary's out for the game. It always makes you nervous.
One back who didn't get a carry, Ashton Shumpert, had some really good blocks there that sprung Prescott for both his touchdowns.
Yeah, he did. You know, I mean, it was. Yeah, he didn't get many. You know, I think that having that depth now, tailbacks allows us to do some stuff and put 2 tailbacks on the field. You know, and I think that's something we could look at doing more of in the future. You know, with the 5 tailbacks that we feel pretty comfortable with to get those guys all on the field at the same time.
Touched on a little bit, but Perkins really seemed to step up both in the rushing and the passing game too. What was different about this week?
Well, I think it's the first time since the opening week he's been healthy. You know, he got hurt in that first game. He was about 75%, or didn't play the next week. He wasn't 100% for Troy, and he got hurt again during that game with the same injury. He aggravated again. So I think this is now the first time he's really been 100%. Hopefully he gets to stay that way the rest of the season.